Good afternoon. My name is Joe Malafera and I have MS. I've been battling it for probably about 4 years, and I got involved with the MAT, the MRS 2000, 2 years ago or 18 months ago, and I didn't find any results right away. It took 16 months before I really noticed something. I didn't notice something. I went to the hospital. I had my MRI done on my brain. They did my brain, they did my spine, they injected me with a dye, and then they redid it again. I was on the table for about 2.5 hours. And so a month later I went and saw my MS specialist in Toronto at St. Mike's. And he's looking at the MRI results on the computer, and he's saying that my lesions on my brain are shrinking. And he said, okay, let's do another test, let's do some blood workup. So we did the blood workup, and a week later he phoned me and he said, you're toxic in vitamin D. I take about 20,000 international units a day. And he said, well, the only thing from that, you probably get kidney stones. But he says, that's not a big deal. He says, the other thing, your myelin sheath is starting to reverse. You're starting to regenerate myelin sheath. He was just blown away. And he said to me, it must be all the medication that I've got you on. And he laughed because I don't take any medication. And he knows that. But with the MAT, it's now I'm starting to feel results. It took that long before my legs are getting better. I now go to the gym every day. My energy level. I used to get up in the morning and I'd have to go back to bed because I was so tired. I'd have an afternoon nap, and if I didn't have that afternoon nap, I'd be crawling. Now I get up at 6. I go to the gym. I go back, I lie on the mat again. I lie on the mat probably 3 or 4 times a day, and it boosts my energy slowly, and I'm feeling better. And what else?
Still about when you were an electrician.
Okay, yeah. So my background was electrician. I was 33 years as an electrician in the Toronto local union. And I worked in a lot of large plants, Skydome, Coke, Pepsi, Parmalat, so I was exposed to radiation all the time, and I got a lot of shocks. As a young child, or young journeyman, I was saying to the electricians, what happens when you get a shock? And they said, nothing, don't worry about it. But from the research that I've done with MS, our whole body is neurological, is a conductor. It's like an electrical wire. So every time I got a shock, I'm sure it went through there, and that's probably why I got MS. So there's a few other people that are starting to phone me now with the union that are getting the same conditions with MS, and I'm going to direct them to the MAT, because the MAT is helping me, and some of the other people that I work with, I'm letting them experience it, and they are feeling their back pain go away. They're feeling neck pain going away. I use it in my car all the time. When I'm driving, I put the pillow on my back, or I put it under my backside, or I put the probe on my kneecap, because I had surgery done on my knee, and the pain goes away on my knee, and I feel great after that. It takes a while. Like the MAT is not a cure-all. It will get me better. Okay, so the other thing that I've experienced is my sleep pattern is getting better. It's taken, probably my sleeping has gotten better in the last month. Before I used to sleep an hour, 2 hours, I'd get up and I'd be up for 3 or 4 hours, and then I'd go back to bed and I'd sleep for a couple hours, so I was always getting disturbed sleeps. Now, in the last month, I can go to bed at 12:30 and I can go until about 6 or 7 o'clock. Undisturbed, and I fall asleep on the mat, and I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh wow, what a great sleep I've had. So that's a big difference and a big positive for my sleep. You need the sleep to re-energize your body.